Hello everyone, my name is SpiderStaryu, and I welcome you to Spider Chat. Now this is a brand new podcast series, also released on my YouTube channel, where I, Spider, talk all about gaming news, Nintendo games, and more. I hope you enjoyed our intro music. That music is from Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. It plays on Aqua Star. Just a nice little throwback for you. I plan on doing this every episode. Anyway, now I can't do this by myself. So you may remember this guy from my previous podcast, The Lost Levels. He loves him some Donkey Kong and is quite sassy. Introduce yourself.
It's Oprah. Hey.
Oprah! Yeah, I am joined by Oprah. No,
Hey.
It is not Oprah. I am joined by Soul. Soul.
I'm back.
I am so glad you're back. How have you been, Soul? Have you been alright?
I mean, I've been busy. I just got arms, so that's, I'm excited about that.
Soul does have long arms. No, but
No,
the
I got the
game
game
arms.
arms.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm playing as a Mechanica.
Oh, well, that's cool. I did not get arms, but I will get arms soon. All right, and I will join you, and I will beat you up in arms if it doesn't have internet.
Yeah, arms is online.
Okay, so I'm gonna beat Soul in arms. Okay, off topic. But what this whole thing is about is me and my good buddy Soul. We're gonna talk about E3 2017. Now we're gonna talk about the Nintendo stuff because that's what my channel is about. So we're gonna talk about Nintendo stuff. There were some interesting stuff on Sony and what's it called? Microsoft.
Yeah.
They did have some interesting stuff, but as a Nintendo gamer and a YouTuber, I talk about Nintendo. So I'm gonna be talking about the Nintendo's E3 and what we thought about it and things like that. So okay, this is how it's gonna work. So because of Nintendo Direct, they give you little timestamps so you could just skim through it. I'm using their timestamps. I'm using their timestamps to just look through it and see how it is. So we're gonna start in chronological order. So, and I'll have the link to the Direct in the description.
Well,
Alright, so let's just get started. So really quickly, in the beginning of the Direct, or the spotlight, if you will, pretty much what happened is they showed like a little trailer of like all these people playing the game. Like, oh my god, look, everyone's playing the Switch, everyone loves the Switch, oh!
Well, I think it was meant to specifically highlight competitive playing because it was ARMS, Rocket League, and Splatoon 2, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
and those are all online fighting games.
Yeah, those were the main games that were shown. This is what it is. Reggie made a little quick intro, and then we got into the first game. The first game was Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I personally don't care much about Xenoblade Chronicles, to be honest. Have you played the first Xenoblade Chronicles, Soul?
My brother had it on he had the 3DS version,
right?
And so I borrowed it. It is long, and I did not like how it played. It's just not my type of game. It's like a JRPG, and I'm not really a big fan of RPGs to begin with, so it's just like, I'll pass.
Yeah, so
you'll pass. And I don't understand how this is related to that game at all. There's nothing right now that makes it, at least unless I forgot the story, because I kind of did forget the story of the original Xenoblade. And there's a little bit of story in that trailer. I don't even know how they're connected. I think they're just doing it for like namesake, just like how they said it was Xenoblade Chronicles X, but there's nothing in relation to the original Xenoblade Chronicles. Same thing here.
Right, and what's funny is when I was thinking of Xenoblade Chronicles, I was thinking of the Wii U version, which has like, you buy the game, and then you have to like download like 7 gigabytes worth of data for the game to like work efficiently.
Yeah, because it's a huge game.
It's a freaking huge game. So, I mean, the cool thing is that more than likely to Switch, that it's not going to be like that. But I'm not a big fan of Xenoblade Chronicles, and I don't even think Shulk is going to be in this second one. Like you said, it's going to be like something different.
Xenoblade isn't really like one of those things, right? Xenoblade doesn't have a Mario. I mean, I guess now it kind of is Shulk because their most popular game in the Xeno series is Xenoblade Chronicles.
Right.
That one. And so Shulk was the protagonist of that, but Xenoblade and Xeno in general, the Xeno series, because there's like Xenogear or stuff like that.
Oh, right, yeah.
They're all with super different protagonists and whatever, so it'd be much harder.
It's like Fire Emblem.
Yeah, exactly like Fire Emblem. So it's not like, I wouldn't expect Shulk to be in there, but you probably could expect a reference in there or something. I bet the Monado is somehow, like, there's like a Monado something. I can't think of anything.
Something about Shulk really feeling it. That's what I think.
Oh, God.
Oh my. All right, so did they give a release date?
2018, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so you can wait for that. All right, so let's move on to the next game. The next game is Kirby for Nintendo Switch. Oh my god.
We both are really excited for this.
Yes, we are. So, if you guys know anything about the Lost Levels podcast, you would know that me and Soul, we did a lot of Kirby podcasts. Because we love... I think just it was really, really obvious, especially for me. I've always loved the Kirby games. I have been a Kirby fan since I was a little tiny kid. All right, I love the Kirby series. Kirby is he's just everything to me. So I was really excited about this when I saw this, and then they have like a cool trailer, like sword wielding, ice chilling, stone and things like that, and then you just see like the thing get sucked up, and then it's Kirby, and then
I knew it was Kirby as soon as it was introduced. Literally, but not like I was like, this is Kirby, and I was like, wow. I was actually kind of surprised. I was not expecting Kirby.
Yeah, to be honest, me either, because I did not think they would do a Switch game, not just yet, because what we do know is this year, 2017, it is the year of Kirby.
But
because
the game don't come out until next year.
Exactly, so it's like, oh, okay. So I wasn't really, like, expecting it, but when I saw it, when I saw the trailer, I'm like, okay, this is Kirby. I already know. Like, just like you, I already knew. But what was revealed is, the graphics look really good. Kirby's traveling around, like, just like he does in, Return to Dreamland. That style of Kirby game is, pretty hot, and it's going on. But one new thing that was revealed is that Kirby can use a special heart and make friends. Yeah, he can make friends out of his enemies. So, like those Sir Kibble, Poppy Brothers Jr., if you know Kirby enemies, you know what I'm talking about. He could take a heart and make him his ally, and they basically travel around with him. Now that's kind of like what I mentioned to Soul like literally a couple days ago, because I was talking to Soul a couple days ago. I mentioned to him like, wow, that kind of reminds me of Superstar, because in Superstar you can like suck up a character, like get like say like the fighter ability, and then you can make yourself get a Knuckle Joe as someone who follows you and helps you out.
Yep. Then the other thing is you can combine the partner abilities basically together.
Yeah.
And so basically it's like my two favorite things ever in Kirby, which were the helper system from Superstar and the fusion abilities from mainly Crystal Shards, is like literally like I am so excited for that. Like those are my two favorite things, and the fact that they're both present in a game is really exciting me, because I've been kind of burned out from the Kirby series. I'm not gonna lie. It's like every game is just like, here's a new gimmick. I'm like, can I just get like a new Kirby game, like Dreamland? Like even though there was a gimmick in that with those ultra abilities, but it's like that really wasn't like as like, it still was a Kirby game to me. I felt like the Kirby series was going off track, and this one seems like it's really doing something. It's doing something similar. It looks like a normal Kirby game, but it's just like you can befriend up to 3 other helper dudes.
Yeah.
And I think it's cute. I'm excited for it. I'm just kind of disappointed that it is coming out. Like as you said, like it's Kirby's 25th anniversary and comes out next year, and it's like literally that is very clearly like some of the stuff like paying homage to previous Kirby games. It would fit being this year, but it's not gonna be this year. But oh well, I mean, we're still gonna have it. It's just not coming out now.
Not coming out on its 25th anniversary.
Especially because they said that I was 100% sure that they said this direct was gonna be focused on games that were coming out in 2017. But most of these games are not coming out this year.
I know.
A good handful are not coming out this year.
False advertisement, Nintendo.
This one is another one of them.
Very much false advertisement. The thing is, though, one thing that I kind of understand, though, is that they said that 3 new Kirby games are going to be coming out this year for the 3DS. Like, one is going to be, like, the Team Kirby Clash Deluxe, which is just like Kirby Fighters Deluxe from Trouble Deluxe. And this one is from Planet Robobot Deluxe version. And then there's going to be, like, another Kirby game where it's, like, Kirby... he sucks things up. Kirby Blowout Blast, that's what it's called. It's an eShop game, another eShop game, where it's going to be like the mini game in Planet Robobot where you have to suck up things and throw them and just get the most points. It's gonna be just like that. And then they said that there was gonna. Oh, I'm sorry.
So it's just glorified mini games right now.
Yeah, pretty much. Those two are going to be glorified mini games. But the last one they said was gonna be a brand new Kirby game, like multiplayer action. That's gonna be coming to the 3DS, and that's gonna be like a game itself, like 3DS and everything. It's not gonna be eShop. It could be like an actual game. So that's why I was just kind of confused. Like, why are they showing this? It's funny, they were showing this off, but then they didn't show anything for the Kirby 3DS. It's like,
yeah, I'm a little confused because has there even been a title or anything revealed about it besides being a multiplayer action game?
No, they have not.
So we have no idea what this is.
Exactly, we don't know anything.
It's supposed to come out.
It's supposed to come out this year.
Wow.
So that's why I just thought it was kind of interesting. I'm like, oh, so we're seeing the Switch. We know it's going to come out in 2018, but we don't know what's going to happen this year. So hopefully by then, yeah.
It does make sense because this was supposed to be exclusively on the Switch, and it was. All the games talked about were only on the Switch.
That's very true.
In this. So, I mean, I guess it does make sense, but, as we'll get into, they did talk about 3DS, and they revealed a game for the 3DS. So, what do you mean?
Yeah, and we're going to be getting into that in a little bit. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this game comes out, Kirby for Nintendo Switch comes out in 2018, so hopefully we get more information about that soon, because I'm also really interested that you can do like a special move where it's like all four of Kirby and like the three helpers. They
form a heart.
They form a heart, and they can like tumble down and just destroy all the enemies in their path. So I think it's going to be interesting. Also, by the way, Saul, really quickly, I want to ask, do you think this is going to be multiplayer?
Oh, for sure. It literally has it set as, it said that when they absorb or whatever, get those partner heroes, it literally puts them as comms, so computer players, which means more than likely it's going to be multiplayer, and more than likely it's just going to be, King Dedede, Waddle Dee, and Meta Knight.
You don't think that they'll make the helpers? You don't think they'll be the helpers as you can play as the helpers? Like player 2 as a helper?
Oh, maybe that too. That's probably better.
It would to me. It would make more sense if they did it like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Because to be honest, no tea, no shit. I don't feel like I feel like if Meta Knight is playable, I don't think anyone's gonna play as the helpers. So that's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, because Meta Knight's like 3 abilities in one.
Yes, same for King Dedede, Stone and Hammer. No, just Hammer. My bad. All right, but let's move on to the next game. We are excited for Kirby. Clearly, we both love Kirby, so we're excited for that. Let's move on to the next game. This next game is. Shinya Takahashi.
Yes, Shinya Takahashi.
What is that, Soul?
He's the dude who, he's one of the guys.
Oh, whoops. Whoops. I thought it was a game.
No, Shinya Takahashi.
I thought it was a game. I was like, oh, wait, this is a new game?
He only spoke for a moment, so that's probably why you don't
That's
remember.
why I don't remember. I was like, oh, this is a new game. Okay, I was going to edit this out, but I'm going to keep this in. Whoa. I'm like, because, there are games that come out that have similar names like that. So I was like, oh, wow, this is going to be a cool game. Wow, this is a cool name.
Tensei, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I thought of. I'm like, oh, wow, this is going to be a cool game. Oh, it's a person. Wow, I forgot. My bad. I apologize. I did not mean to offend. But basically, what they believe he revealed was Pokken Tournament, right?
Well, not revealed, but covered. I mean, we knew about Pokken Tournament Deluxe.
But he talked about it.
Yeah, and then, well, I mean, honestly, he just was like, "Yo, look out, because there's gonna be a Pokken Tournament Deluxe event going on right now during E3."
Don't downplay what he did. Don't downplay what he did.
Well, we already knew that, but then he announced, I think it was him, or it might have been. I don't think it was Junichi Masuda. He announced that there is a Pokemon game in the works for the Nintendo Switch. They said it's a core RPG, but I don't necessarily know if that means it's going to be a Pokemon game, like we know, like a Pokemon Sun and Moon, like a Diamond and Pearl, like a Ruby and Sapphire. We don't know if it's like that, or if it's going to be, I'm kind of hoping it's like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, because I really like Super Mystery Dungeon, and whenever I think of Mystery Dungeon, I always think of the WiiWare games in Japan that never came out in America, and always like remake those, because those really interest me. Yeah,
Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon was a phenomenal game. We've actually covered that on our podcast. So I would love it if it's a mystery dungeon game. Oh, I would love that a lot. But something tells me it's gonna be just a typical, Pokemon.
Nope.
You don't think so?
I really don't think so. Oh wait, it really depends on. No, you might be right actually, because now thinking about it, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which I guess we can talk about in just a second. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are supposed to come out at the end of the year, which means this is the end of the 3DS era. So actually, you might be right, unless they. I really want a new Diamond. I want a remake of Diamond and Pearl because I really love the Sinnoh region. I just don't like Diamond and Pearl. I like Platinum way more.
Wow.
So I do. I think Diamond and Pearl were really bad. I think they were really bad games. But Platinum fixed all that, everything, because it was very clear they were on, like Sun and Moon, they were under a really big time crunch and they had to cut a lot of things.
Right.
But and things just didn't flow as well, and things just weren't generally as memorable. I mean, you had Barry, the Elite Four member, only used 2 Fire-type Pokemon. Come on now.
Come on now.
But that's why I really
was also really slow. I remember, it was doing wild battles. They were always so slow. I remember that.
Okay.
About Diamond and Pearl.
But I don't think they're gonna lead on the Nintendo Switch with a remake of a game. I think they'd want to start off with a new IP or new series altogether. So I'm like, well then what the heck? Because I don't think we're getting with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I do not think we're getting a Diamond and Pearl remake on 3DS. So I mean, I guess it's kind of I'm just gonna have to wait, just like how we did for the Hoenn remakes. We didn't get it in Generation 5, we got it in Generation 6. So
now I heard some rumors going around that because you brought up the point about potentially being remakes or not. Mm. What if it was a Pokemon Yellow remake?
I'd hope not.
You what?
I'd hope not. I'm done with the Kanto region. I'm really tired of them bringing it up again.
Rehashing Kanto.
Literally, all the Alola Pokemon are just Generation 1 Pokemon. I don't care about Kanto that much. I don't even think it was that good. I liked Gold and Silver more.
You speaking blasphemy about the old generation of Pokemon. You youngsters didn't know what us old folk had to go through with the old Pokemon. You couldn't run. Alright,
Why would they do a Pokemon Yellow remake?
I just thought maybe because of Pokemon being on its 20th anniversary. That's why I brought it up, and there have been some rumors about potentially them going to Pokemon Yellow, because I don't even know if you know this, but on the eShop, Pokemon Yellow is one of the most downloaded games on the eShop. Pokemon Yellow.
I mean, it's the better version of. It's like Platinum. It's the better version of Diamond and Pearl, or it's Red and Blue in this instance. And
yeah,
it's a Pokemon game that's what, $6, I think.
It's $9.99.
$9.99. So it's not really that expensive, and it's a full Pokemon game. And it's on what, the Wii U eShop?
No, it's the 3DS eShop.
The 3DS eShop. There you go. It's portable too. Why would you not? It makes so much sense It makes so much sense that it's one of the most popular games, because Pokemon's really. Well, no, I just couldn't do it because, again, I talked about it with you a few days ago. The physical special split is ingrained in me, and now
I know.
I mean, I don't think dark types are even in there, but still, I'm not.
No, they're not.
All grass type moves are special. Water types are special.
We did not grow up with dark and steel types. Do you understand how that is? Do you know how to play a Pokemon game with no dark and steel type, Soul?
Ghost is overpowered, but wait, actually, I think they fixed that. But Bug is terrible.
No, Psychic is overpowered in Generation 1.
You're
Psychic
right.
is running rampant. Ghost, there was no Ghost type moves. The only move was Lick.
But didn't they fix that in Yellow?
No, they did not.
Wow. Okay, then yeah, I wouldn't want to play it.
Yeah, they fixed that in Gold and Silver. That's what fixed it.
Give me some. I want something different then. Give me something good that. I want a new one.
Right. I understand what you're saying. I just wanted to bring up, what would you think, if they had a remake about it?
Pass.
Alright, so you would pass.
Wait, do you want to talk about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon?
Well, let's quickly just mention Pokken Tournament really quickly. You had Pokken Tournament, Soul, right, for the Wii U? So,
yes.
Does this interest you at all, this deluxe version?
No.
Not at all?
I'm not buying a game that I should have bought and used. I'm not rebuying a game that I should have bought and used to begin with. It was... That game is okay. It's just not... I didn't like how it played, and I think I'm just not really into, really complicated fighting games like that, because it's, a whole bunch of moves and combos, and I'm just not good at that. I don't like having my games so complicated. There's some people who are into that, and clearly a lot of people are, because that game sold reasonably well.
Yeah.
But the problem is, basically all the Pokemon that we were supposed to get, like all those new Pokemon except for Decidueye are Pokemon that they got in the arcade version in Japan. So it was just like them being lazy. Like, I'm not really getting anything actually new.
True, yeah.
But was it Krogunk, Darkrai, Empoleon, and
Krogunk is playable?
Yeah, Krogunk, Krogunk, Darkrai, Empoleon, and someone else. There's another new one.
Yeah, Decidueye from Generation 7, Sun and Moon.
Yeah, but there's 5 in total. There's 5 ones added to the roster from the Wii U, and I forgot what the last one was.
Oh, we should look it up.
I'm busy.
Look it up right now.
What?
Well, why don't you look it up, Soul?
Okay, I did.
Oh.
And it's Krogunk, Darkrai, Decidueye, and then Empoleon, and then the last one I forgot was Scizor.
Scizor, nice.
Which I think is a good candidate. I actually do like Scizor, but it doesn't make sense why he wasn't. I'm not buying that game. Basically, is what I'm saying. If you couldn't get that already, I'm not buying that game.
Yeah, you didn't get the point. He's not gonna get the game, and I'm definitely not gonna get the game. You know, I play Pokken Tournament. It was funny. I played it at a GameStop against someone else. I won. I was playing as Chandelure. Oh my god.
I played as Chandelure. That's funny.
Chandelure. I love Chandelure. Chandelure gives me life, and he gives me fire, and he doesn't just give me life. He gives me light. I know I'm really bad with puns today, so you gotta excuse me. But they were playing as Gardevoir, and
yeah, Gardevoir is like Gardevoir is like the skilled character.
And luckily, my opponent wasn't skilled, so
yeah, I listened to this this person on YouTube, and he was talking about the Pokemon tournament. That's how I knew about how the competitive scene is. Because it's kind of small. It really is. Their competitive scene is just very small.
Right.
But he was talking about, it's like, yeah, Chandelure and Braixen are like the spam characters.
Oh,
and I was like, oh
whoops.
man.
Whoops.
And then because they're really low skill, and then you have like Gardevoir, which is like high skill, and then you have like Shadow Mewtwo, who's like overpowered, stuff like that.
And also Pikachu is like freaking tiny as anything.
Yeah. Oh, then Pikachu Libre is the other spam character.
Pikachu Libre. All right, let's move on from Pokken Tournament. We don't even care about Pokken Tournament. What the heck? Why do we spend so much time talking about it? All right, but you brought up an interesting point earlier. Like, why don't we talk a little bit about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? It wasn't revealed in the Nintendo Spotlight or Direct or whatever. It wasn't revealed in that, but it was revealed a couple days earlier, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like a couple days.
Yeah, like a week earlier.
Oh, a week earlier. Okay, thanks for correcting me.
But it's nothing. It's like, I don't even know why they did that. I was like, couldn't you just have it at E3? Like, would it just be... I guess maybe it was just weird because it is a 3DS title, and it would have been the only 3DS title discussed. But I liked it. Sun and Moon, not, like, since I guess Platinum, they're my least favorite games.
Right.
I really didn't like how it was. It was very clear that there was a lot of stuff missing. I don't like the Island Challenge. And I felt like I didn't get my money's worth from that game. And until recently, I did not feel like replaying the game. And that's never happened before. Whenever I buy a Pokemon game, immediately, as soon as I finish it, I'm like, I want to play this again. I didn't with this game. It just... there was a lot of problems with it. I had a whole list. I don't have it on me right now, but I had a whole list of problems I have with Sun and Moon. And so a lot of them I don't see getting fixed, because it's just like... I don't think they're getting rid of the Island Challenge. Why would they? So it's like, well, dang, that's a big problem, because unless they make it more fun, which I don't think they will, it's not going to be ever fixed.
Yeah, that's very interesting to me, because I remember when oh my god, I keep bringing up the lost levels, what am I doing? But we did a podcast about Sun and Moon, and I remember you were just like, oh, it's so good, I enjoy it, oh, it's interesting, it's a new take. Story, you said the story is interesting, you like the story.
It is, the story is really good, that's one thing I'll give it.
Okay. And you said you loved all the new Pokemon, so I think it was just the island challenges you really had a problem with. That makes you not want to go back.
Mainly, it was like... Well, then, and what a lot of people agreed on, the first leg of the game is so slow. It is chugging along. And that's probably why, because I think when we did that podcast, I already finished, so I didn't remember the first leg, but like, I'm playing it, I was replaying it now, because I'm like, well, I might as well get ready for Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I'm like dying. But anyway,
I totally understand that. Yeah, I understand what you mean about Sun and Moon and like that. I still like Sun and Moon. I think they were good games in their own right. By the way, I got Moon. Ooh,
I got Moon.
Yeah. So, my thing is this. I just need to see a little bit more trailers about this game because this game actually is coming out this year at the end of the year.
Right after my birthday.
Yeah, it's in November.
The day after my birthday.
Yeah, exactly. So it's in November, right? Your birthday's in November.
November 16th, and the game comes out 17th.
Oh, quick fun fact: Soulshare's birthday was Shigeru Miyamoto. What?
Wow, I didn't know you knew that. Yeah,
of course I knew that. So yeah, but my thing about this is that I just need to see more trailers. I think it would be interesting if they brought gym leaders into this.
There's this whole rumor that the gyms are back. I don't believe it. I think they're doing something else.
Well, someone did bring up that they made a whole video about it where, there were certain areas in Sun and Moon where, you would see Machamps working on something.
Like construction zones.
Yeah, construction zones. So people were thinking, oh, maybe that's gyms. Maybe they're adding gyms. I'm not too sure what exactly they're going to do. To be honest, the only way I could see really Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon working is if they had something like gyms or something, just something new, period. Because I don't see a game like this doing well with the same exact style. Just, Island Challenge, Island Challenge, Island Challenge. Because I personally don't feel like everyone really enjoyed that. But what were you going to say?
The one thing that I am looking forward to is I actually kind of like that they're actually doing something with that Necrozma character because I was like, what the heck is this Pokemon? There's this giant black prism Pokemon, and we don't know anything about it, and they literally just brushed it off as like, oh, he kind of looks like an Ultra Beast. And that was it. I was like, what do you mean? He's like a legendary Pokemon, he has one of the most powerful abilities in the game, and that's all he is? He's just a little Pokemon in a random hill. 10-carat hill? That was stupid. But now, I'm kind of glad, because basically it looks like Necrozma fuses with the legendary Pokemon mascots. And people are saying that Colress might have something to do with it, because he was the dude who got the DNA splicers for Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem.
Right.
And he is in Sun and Moon.
Oh?
I actually kind of like it because if I remember correctly, he actually alludes to the fact that he might be working with the Aether Foundation, so maybe that is something that's going to happen in the game, and if so, I'm actually quite interested in that.
Now, is Necrozma Ultra Beast?
No, he just looks like an Ultra Beast. That's literally what they said. He's like, it looks like an Ultra Beast, but he's not one.
Yeah, okay, wow, okay, I've been confused about that for a while, because I thought he was an Ultra Beast. My bad, whoops. Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Ultra Beast? Ah! I'm sorry, I'm really making really bad puns today, I apologize.
Well, that was kind of that's not a pun, I'm pretty sure that was implied, that this has something to do more with Ultra Beasts, which I'm kind of glad, because I felt like that.
Yeah, we need more information about the Ultra Beasts.
Yes, because no pun intended, they left a big hole open, because, there was that Ultra Wormhole that they left. But, no, seriously, I was like, there's this big hole, no one's talking about it. They just keep adding all this story stuff and making all these Pokemon games interconnected, but they're not really doing anything with it. True. They're Annabelle actually came through an Ultra Wormhole, and she came from, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to this universe or something. Or maybe they're the same universe, and I'm just confused. And it's Annabelle from the Battle Frontier, which is a really random character to choose.
Yeah, that is really random.
I didn't even recognize her first. I was like, her face looks very... And it was very weird, because I remember I first saw her, and I was like, her face looks very Hoenn. And then they were like, yeah, she's from the Hoenn region. And I was like, wow.
Soul, you can't just say people look like they're from Hoenn. Oh
something about it is just she was just drawn a different way than the rest of the characters. And I think that's why, because she had bigger eyes, like anime eyes.
One thing also I appreciate about Sun and Moon is, this sounds really silly, but I like the customizing your character. I like that part of it. Like you can.
The dude had like no clothes though. No clothes.
True, he didn't have really a diverse set of clothes, but I did have a set of clothes. Okay, I had something working, all right, and I was slaying the fashion scene in the Pokemon world. Because I remember in X and Y, like wasn't there like a store you couldn't even get into if you weren't dressed right?
Yeah, you had to do a whole bunch of stuff to get into it, and there was not much in it. I mean, it was definitely like it was really expensive clothes too. It was like, well then what the heck? Why am I even in here? I never got into it too. I forgot you have to do a whole bunch of stuff. Like I think part of it you had to like get Pokemon and Me stuff. It was annoying.
Yeah, trust me, it was a whole process.
I also don't like the clothing in this game because I do not like hot weather, and so it's all like tank tops and shorts, and like because the X and Y took place in France, and that's obviously a much colder region. Right. And I was like, then I had to go do this stupid stuff where it's like tank tops, shorts. What do I decide? I didn't want any of it.
Right, but I mean, to be honest, I don't see this game, when I'm looking at the trailer, because I just opened YouTube up and I'm just looking at the trailer real quick, it doesn't really look much different, to be honest.
There's not much to see. No, I can't say that because there's not much to see. They showed off, like, a new Pikachu, like, reserve or something, but that's it. That was the only thing I thought of note besides the new legendaries, and we didn't even see any of the old characters, besides the protagonist. We didn't see Professor Kukui, we did not see Lily, Hao, or anyone. I'm assuming all of them are going to return this, but who knows? It's not going to be sequels, though, which I'm actually kind of disappointed because they did leave these characters off. Like, Lily, they left, Aunt Lily and her mom, they left off.
Yeah,
in just
open-ended
in
kind
limbo.
Of way. Yeah.
Hal was left off in just some limbo. It was like, I just wanted more, and obviously, and they meant to do that because I guess they're going to somehow continue the story, or, never actually do, because that's classic Pokemon.
I think it'd be interesting if they did, like, a time skip, like, 2 years in the future.
Like Black and White, too.
Yeah, and Gold and Silver. Gold and Silver did the same thing back then. 2 years in the future, yeah. So I think it'd be interesting if they did that. But what exactly we know about this game, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, it's going to be coming out November 17th this year, 2017. So look forward to that. Hopefully you guys get it and whatnot. Would you get Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon if you were going to get
Moon?
Ultra Moon?
I'm assuming it would be like, it just makes sense if you get, if you like Black, if you got Black, you probably should have gone Black too. If you got, and so on, I'm pretty sure it's just like, if you got Moon, you probably would want to get Ultra Moon.
Right. And really quickly, let's also mention this. Pokemon Gold and Silver is coming to the Nintendo eShop for the 3DS. So you get to relive the Generation 2 in all its glory, all of Johto's glory. And
Johto.
The cool thing about it is that you can trade, after the game's done, or whenever the hell you want, you can trade your Pokemon into Pokemon Bank, and then trade those Pokemon into Sun and Moon.
Which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. It's so cool that they're, like, reviving the old games in such a way, because clearly I feel like for the longest time they did not have these games on the eShop because they were worried about the trading functionality of Pokemon, because that's such a big part of it. So they had to make sure that, like, with these games, generate Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, they had to make sure that the trading worked. And I assume Gold and Silver, of course, is going to have trading. Just like 3DS to 3DS, trading is so easy. So I'm just really excited for those games. And I also think it's interesting that they did not do Crystal. And I think, like what me and Sol were talking about earlier, I think it has to do with the fact that so many people bought Yellow over Red and Blue. So they were like, okay, let's just release the normal games first. Then we can do Crystal later on.
Oh, to get max profit.
Yes, exactly. Because I feel, like I said earlier, everyone was buying Yellow. Everyone bought Pokemon Yellow. So I was like, yeah, it makes sense why they would just do Gold and Silver, not Crystal. Because I feel like everyone would just be like, oh, why not just get Crystal? Instead of getting, like, both those games. So I think that has something to do with it. Just my theory. Do you know when it comes out? Because I don't even know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure they said it's by the end of the year, though.
Yeah, so it'll be 2017 when it comes out for the 3DS.
What's next?
Yes. Oh. Alright, so let's move on to the next game. We went on a Pokemon tangent, but my name is SpiderStaryu. His soul's full name, his full internet name, which really isn't his internet name, Absol Powers.
Yeah.
Come on. of course, we're going to talk about Pokemon. So the next thing was, wow, okay, we're jumping right into this. So a secret game was revealed at the Nintendo Spotlight E3 2017.
Oh.
It's a certain game that has an electric symbol, and it says 4.
I did not. I was like, I literally was telling myself, it's not it. Like, when it was, I saw, I was like, this isn't it. It's a fake out. Everyone's gonna freak out. It's not it. I was on the camp, we were not gonna see this game series this year. But I was, like, pleasantly surprised.
It was Metroid Prime 4.
We didn't see anything of it, but we know it's coming out. I think 2018, they said.
2018, yeah. We did not see anything about this game whatsoever. We just know that it's coming. And also, I mean, I don't think we really have much to say because it's like we didn't see anything.
Yeah, but it's a thing.
It's coming. What I can say is everyone was freaking out about it. I saw so many reaction videos on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. People were going nuts. People were just like, Metroid Prime 4. People jumping at, like, they do reaction videos. They were jumping out of their chairs. They were like, someone jumped out of their chair fell backwards. And we were going crazy about this. Go ahead.
I think there was another game that was revealed, which I think was more important.
What was that game, Soul?
Metroid. It's just called Metroid: Samus Returns, right?
Yes, for the 3DS.
They revealed it actually during the Treehouse event. Literally right after. It was like the second game they talked about, which I was fine with because I somewhat recently I got into a Metroid kick, like a 2D Metroid kick. I played Return of Samus. I finished Super Metroid, and so and I really liked Return of Samus. I just didn't like how it looked because it was on the Game Boy.
Right. I understand that.
And so when they said, like, oh, and this game is a remake, it's like a redux of Return of Samus on the Game Boy, I was like, stop the presses.
Right?
So I'm really excited for this game, and because I especially didn't really like Metroid Prime, I don't really care for it, but I really did like this. I really like the 2D Metroid games. So the fact that they are having this game come out, September 19th, too, they announced it later. I think the second day they announced the release date. I was like, stop. Don't play me like this, Nintendo. So I can't wait.
Okay. Now let me say what I thought about Samus Returns.
You better have good thoughts or don't speak.
I got teary-eyed.
Yeah.
I got teary-eyed. Okay, let me tell you why. Now, anyone who knows me, if you don't know me, okay, well, let me just say, I'm a humongous fan of the Metroid series. I love, especially 2D Metroid. Now, I love me some Metroid Prime. Don't get me wrong. Never get me wrong. Because I played the first one, the second one, the third one. I love the Metroid Prime series. I played Other M. I love Metroid. I love Samus. Samus is just, she's just so freaking amazing. I can go on and on and on about it. And my thing is that, I think last year, we got Metroid Prime Federation Force.
The best game in the series.
Yeah, clearly the best game, right?
Clearly
the highest selling. Clearly did not have petitions to get it canceled. Clearly did not have the most dislikes on YouTube. Clearly not that. But I bought that game still, because why? I'm a freaking fan of Metroid. Why not? So when I saw Metroid Prime 4, I'm like, oh, awesome. But then when I saw Metroid Samus Returns, like, I didn't cry, but I got teary-eyed because I'm just like, I'm just so excited. I'm so happy that we get to play a good Metroid game. We need some good Metroid games. And this is for the 3DS. And it's coming out in September. I think it's like September 15th.
September 19th.
September 19th. Thank you for the correction.
Yeah, I memorized that. Trust and believe.
I
memorized that freaking release date.
Unfortunately, after the summer, which I wish it was during the summer. I would play it so much. But it's okay though. I was just so excited for it. So yeah, I got teary-eyed. Like my eyes were like watering up. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, and it's never happened before because I feel like the past couple of years, Nintendo has just kind of done the Metroid series wrong. Like no tea, no shade. I'm not going to go too into this because we're talking about E3, but let me just say a little bit of what I'm saying. Now, I love Metroid the Other M. The gameplay was really good in that game, but the story was just, the story was not really good because they were not showing Samus how she really is. Samus is a strong woman. She can take care of herself. She can take down the bad guys. But in the Other M, they made her very submissive, and they just made her like a little girl who was lost. And mind you, this wasn't in chronological order. This wasn't the first one. This came right before Metroid Fusion, so that was after Super Metroid. So she should not be so like, oh, I don't know what to do. Adam Malkovich, help me, please. Oh my gosh, no, no. And then like a couple years later, we got Metroid Prime Federation Force, which was like, really, oh my god, that had like literally. I still can't believe they got so many petitions to get it canceled. The most dislikes on YouTube. Like we were like, right? We even did a podcast like not about like, you know, just the hate itself, but we did like several podcasts like, wow, this is getting like a lot of hate. It's getting like, whoa, it's getting a lot of hatred. So I'm sorry, I'm just rambling on, but I'm just so excited that we're getting another Metroid game. I'm really excited. Good Metroid.
I was just shocked. I was like, well, I was shocked more with this game because I was like, Nintendo was like, you thought we were done with Metroid.
Right.
Like, you thought we were done. And I was like, when they revealed Return of Samus, my mouth was to the floor. I was like, oh my gosh. A 2D Metroid game that's not trash. I'm so excited. So yeah, needless to say, I'm very happy for this.
We're both very happy about this. And also, didn't you see like the new like melee like combat thing they have where like
that thing is so cool,
right?
And then what else did they have? Those new ability thingies. I forgot what they're called. Like that pulse scanner that helps you see like
where your shot is firing. Yeah, the charge shot is
No. The one where it's like you can use it and you can see where blocks that can actually be breakable.
Oh, hidden blocks. Yes. Absolutely, yes. Because there's some, as you know, in the Metroid series, there are some blocks that need like specific ability to open them, like either a missile or turning it into a ball and doing the bomb. There's different things that you need to. So I think that's very cool. Gosh, this game is just so cool. I just can't wait to get this game. It's going to be a long wait, but I'm very, very, very excited for this. And I can go on and on because I'm so glad Nintendo's doing right by Metroid for once. And I hope it stays like this. I hope people buy the game, first and foremost.
Yeah.
They better buy this damn game.
They trust me, they are.
Yeah. Yes.
I have no doubt that this game isn't getting bought.
This game's gonna get bought.
So what was next?
Alright, so let's move on from Metroid. Goodbye, Metroid. Okay, this is not even a big deal, but Yoshi was revealed for the Nintendo Switch. And it's like, after Metroid Prime 4, it's so funny. In the reaction videos, people were going so crazy about Metroid Prime 4 that no one was even looking at Yoshi.
Yeah.
No one was even looking at Yoshi. We're like,
who cares about Yoshi? I don't.
Who cares about Yoshi? Man.
I didn't care about Yoshi's Woolly World either. I liked how it looked, that was it.
Yeah, I like how this game looks too. I like the graphics. Like, Yoshi looks like kind of plushy in this game.
Well, they really, because I watched the treehouse footage of it, they went above and beyond on like trying to make it look like it was a real life. Real life, I didn't see, besides the enemies and Yoshi himself, I didn't see one thing that looked out of place, like it wasn't real. So, I mean, that is one thing I can appreciate.
Yeah, they definitely, to me, this looks more like a combination of Yoshi's Story and Yoshi Island. Not just Yoshi Island, because we've got a lot of games that were just literally just like Yoshi Island. Like, what we get? We got Yoshi's New Island for the 3DS. Then we had Yoshi's Woolly World, which was, I mean, they had a yarn mechanic, but it was pretty much Yoshi's Island. Pretty much, let's be real. It was pretty much Yoshi's Island. And then this game, you know, I just hope that it's just a little bit different than Yoshi's Island. You know what I mean? Because it's like, the thing with Yoshi Island, it's like, that game gets old so fast, because it's about collecting things, and then, but the thing is that you can just do well in the game by just not collecting anything and just going to the end. So it's like,
well, wasn't Woolly World like that too?
Yeah, it's like, well, you can collect things if you want, but you don't have to. So it's like, it would be better if you had to, because then it would make it, you more so want to get the collectibles, but it's always like, well, you don't have to get the collectibles, you could just finish the level. And it's like, really, if I could just finish the level, what the hell's the point of going through all this stuff? So hopefully this game's a little bit different than that. But the graphics look good, I'll just say that. The graphics do look good. It looks really good.
And it also comes out 2018.
2018. I'm sorry, did you want to say anything about it? Because I kind of...
I don't have anything to say about it. I'm not buying it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh.
Well, sorry. I mean, I'm being honest.
Honesty is the best. So next after that, we got Fire Emblem's Warriors, which is what's it called? Dynasty Warriors. That type of genre of game.
It's
where
like
and
Hyrule
slash.
Warriors.
Yeah, just like Hyrule Warriors, but with Fire Emblem characters. And I believe what do we get? What do we get? We see Chrome.
We have Chrom, we have Corrin, which they're using, I guess, Girl Corrin.
Yeah.
And then we have Xander and Ryoma from Fates.
And then we have Marth. Oh
yeah,
my
Marth.
god,
I
Marth.
didn't even care.
Oh,
I do not care.
Marth is the best. How do you not care about Marth?
I don't care about Marth.
Wow, that is the most shady thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's
about...
Oh, that's Pit. That's
Pit.
The
Hiya. Sorry.
Oh, I used to love that move. Oh my
I
god.
I only used it because of that. Like, that's not even a joke. It was literally just because of that voice. Hiya. It was so stupid.
It was so good. He was so stupid. I'm so glad. I'm so disappointed they didn't put it in Smash Bros. Wii U. Custom.
Well, because they changed the voice actor.
Oh, I know. But anyway, Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really much to say other than it's gonna be like Dynasty. You know what's funny? When you say Dynasty, I want to say Duck Dynasty. I don't know why.
Bye.
For some reason, I wanted to say that. Anyway, Dynasty Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors. It's basically a hack and slash where there's a bunch of like stupid little enemies, and then you use your special moves to just go and just slash through them and knock them all out at once. Like you can knock out like 20 of them at once with your special moves. That's pretty much how it is.
Are either of us gonna buy it?
Hell no, I'm not buying it.
No, I'm not buying it.
I bought
Hyrule Warriors. Was okay.
I bought Hyrule Warriors and I felt disappointed because I'm like, oh, it's not really that interesting to me.
I thought it was okay, but I didn't want to buy it again, so I'm not buying this game.
The only thing interesting
really
was the story, right? The story was the only thing I thought was interesting about that game.
I thought the story was okay.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think it was anything special. At least not anymore, in retrospect. Anyway.
Fine.
Moving on.
Fine. Moving on. Ugh. Skyrim is going to be coming out.
No one cares.
Oh.
Literally.
Moving on. No one cares. Moving on. Alright. Breath of the Wild. Expansion Pass.
This is something I want to talk about.
Alright, so Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild came out a while ago. This year.
Yeah.
A couple months ago. And they're already making DLC for it, pretty much.
Well, they announced that they were a while ago, so it's not like it was sudden.
So, yeah, basically the expansion pass, new story, some new world, I believe. And the first thing we saw about this was we first see Link coming out of a portal, and he's naked Link. Oh my gosh.
Really?
Well, he's just wearing like it looks like he's just wearing shorts, boxers. Those look like really short shorts.
That's just I don't remember. I literally don't remember the trailer.
Oh, okay, that's why I was gonna say like, am I seeing the same thing? Are we seeing the same thing? Yeah, but it revealed several like different worlds. I believe some new bosses, and yeah, basically the expansion pass is gonna be some new story. So, Soul, you've actually played through Breath of the Wild, and you said you beated it, right?
Yes.
So what exactly are you thinking about this expansion pass?
Well, I'm not gonna buy the first one. The first one is like hard mode, and they're adding some cool, actually some pretty cool items. But it's just not for me. I don't want it. But the second, it has like a hard mode. What else did it add? Something with there's like a big trial, like a huge trial of the hero, and it looks like it's just like, you go into it and you start off with nothing. That's what you're talking about. You start off with nothing. And it seems like you work your way up to some boss, some challenge. We don't know what, but the second one we don't really know much what actually is involved with it. But we do know that it's much more story driven, and it focuses around the champions, which were the 4 heroes of legend. And we also got the announcement, which is my favorite part about this. We got the announcement that there are going to be amiibo for all 4 of them, and I loved all 4 of them. I mean, Daruk was okay, but I loved all 4 of them, so I am very excited for that. And they're supposed to have, obviously, some functionality with the game. We just don't know what.
Right. Have you still been on the amiibo craze, collecting amiibos?
I was stopped for like a good year, and now I'm back.
Uh-oh, Soul's back. Amiibo addiction is back.
I'm like, gotta go catch up on my Smash Brothers amiibo, because I'm missing about 10 now, because they're gonna... Bayonetta's and the last 3 Smash Brothers are coming out the same day as Splatoon.
Right.
And I already am buying the Splatoon amiibo, So your boy's about to go lose a lot of money.
All the work on Amiibo Anonymous, and fine. All right, so let's move on. So basically, they also revealed the E3 tournaments that happened. They did like a couple tournaments at E3, like I believe right on ARMS and then on Splatoon 2, I believe.
Well, I think the first one was Splatoon.
I believe that. Okay, let me look at the video right now. Yes, the first one was Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
Then it was ARMS.
What was that? That wasn't in the trailer though. What was after?
It was in
DLC?
the spotlight. It was in the spotlight saying that it was going to be a tournament and it said which day it was happening.
That's stupid. Who cares?
That's stupid. Oh, I was at the tournament. And I didn't do
You
so
were?
well. Yeah, I was.
Which tournament?
Splatoon tournament.
You were at this tournament?
No, was it?
What? Oh, I was like, what the heck? This is news to me.
I thought you wouldn't believe me right away, but you believed
I
it.
was so confused because I was like, you're not in, like, where are you?
I'm in California. Hello.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I'm so happy for you.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. All right, so we only have a couple more things, but we have some good things, though. I'm really excited about the last topic, which I didn't want this to be the last topic, but whatever. All right, so really quickly, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle for Nintendo Switch. Now, okay, this game was kind of leaked, like, literally, like, a couple weeks to a month earlier.
Yeah.
Where we saw...
the press conference stuff that they had, like Ubisoft had with Nintendo, I think their slides kind of got leaked. So, we saw, like, that they're teaming up, and then there's Rabbids versions of Mario, Yoshi, Luigi, and Peach, and it's supposed to be... It's kind of like an RPG. It's kind of hard to describe.
Some people described it like it was gonna be like kind of like Fire Emblem with that like real time.
It kind of is, but I'm not really a big fan of like how this game is playing. It's just not for me. I'm not like I really also don't like it because I don't like Rabbids, but like in general, like I'm trying to look past that because I'm like whatever. This is what Nintendo wants. Fine. If this is what they think is a good move, I'll grow out of it. But there's other stuff that I think is wrong with this game, and
the Rabbids make most of it.
But it does look really nice. Graphic-wise, it looks spectacular.
Yes, graphic-wise, it looks great. It looks like a Mario game. The Rabbids, though, I can't with the Rabbids. I'm sorry, I never liked those Rabbids. I don't know.
No one did, so you're not alone here.
No one did, but then they kept making games on them.
Yeah, because Ubisoft has a lot of money, and they're like, we don't want. And then they got rid of Rayman, because Rayman's, like, lame. Well, I think he came back for, like, a split second.
He came back for a split second, and then it was just for the Rabbids again.
I think you're right.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think you're right. He came back for a Rabbids game.
And then he left, and then it was just the Rabbids again. Ugh, I'm so sick of these Rabbid games.
Yeah, I don't think anyone actually asked for them, but you know.
No one is asking for it.
But they've been working on this game for 3 years, and it actually does show. I said I'd buy the game, but I'd buy it used. Like, I'm not buying that game at $60.
I'd buy the game if you buy it for me, alright? I'm not you specific, not you, Soul, but if you out there, you want me to get this game, you buy it for me, I'll play it. Like, if free game's a free game, I'll definitely play it then, but I'm not going to go out of my way to buy it. Not for $60. I'm sorry, not for $60. Definitely not for $60. But this game comes out August 29th this year, so look out for that game.
Yeah.
All right, so we just have 2 left. This one's gonna go by really quickly because Soul doesn't care about it. Rocket League for Nintendo Switch.
I literally was like, I think I was like checking my phone when this happened.
Now, I love Rocket League. I played it on Steam with Dark Boo and Super Zambezi. Soul, do you remember who those 2 people are?
Super Zamboni?
That little monkey, that freaking little snake, that little monkey.
Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha, right, that is right. Hoo and ha. But I played this game with them, and at first I sucked at the game, but I'm really good at it now. So that's not Soul. Mm-hmm. What are you trying to say?
I don't know. You seem kind of defensive.
I am good at the game. I won us some games. All right. Okay. Yeah. I'll show you. But it's coming out for Nintendo Switch. So the cool thing about it coming for Nintendo Switch is there's gonna be some Mario hats. So you can have a car with a Mario hat, Luigi hat, and then also it can cross connect to platforms. Like
that's cool. That's a cool part.
Yeah. So basically, what I mean by cross connect, like let's say someone on Steam is looking for a game, the Switch can connect to that. So if that makes any sense, like if you're playing on like Steam or you're playing on like Microsoft, like Xbox One or whatever, it can connect to that.
That's really cool.
I think that's the cool part about it. So that's
because it's kind of annoying. Like, I mean, you might like I get it. Like, oh, we're supposed to be rivals and whatever. But I'm like, okay, well, your customers are not rivals.
Exactly.
Your company are, but we're not rivals. Some people just don't want to buy. I'm not gonna buy. I want to get. I want to get this game that comes out on the PS4. But I'm not buying a PS4 literally just for that game. Like, it's not happening.
Right. And my little spiel with this is that, you know, it makes sense that all the platforms can connect because it's the same game. And, you know, I don't care who I play with. What do they have? Microsoft? What do they... Why do I keep saying Microsoft?
Yeah,
what do they have? An Xbox. An Xbox.
It's fine that they made bad decisions in life to choose a bad game. Like, it's fine. Who cares?
Yeah. Soul doesn't like this game. But...
No, it's fine that they chose a bad system.
I would get this game just because I want to play this game without lag. Because sometimes it lags on my computer. No, my computer just is not the best. It really is not the best. So sometimes it just lags and I'm like, oh my god. So I would want to get on the Switch so it won't lag. That's literally the only reason. Alright, anyway, let's move on from that. Alright, we have one final topic to talk about. And that is Super Mario Odyssey!
Yay.
So we got a big trailer about this. We got a trailer and then we got some treehouse footage. Lots of treehouse
footage.
Yeah, lots of treehouse footage. So the first thing we see in this trailer is we see a T-Rex and we see its feet. You know, that made SC really happy.
When I first saw this, when it was a big open field and we saw a T-Rex, I was sure it was Monster Hunter, and I'm like, where's the Nintendo? Where's Mario Odyssey? Because I was so sure it was Monster Hunter, and I was really upset. I was like, are you kidding me? Or like for real? Like, wow, okay, Nintendo. Because it was like there's no time left, but it was Mario Odyssey. Because why is that T-Rex there, Staryu? As if I don't know. Alrighty.
Exactly. So Mario captures the T-Rex and possessed it somehow with Cappy, his little cap. So yeah, pretty much it's a whole trailer just showing off what the game's about, the many different worlds that are in this game. We see Mario in a sombrero because, you know, Mario's
in Tostarena.
Yeah, and he's embracing
which
the
is,
culture.
The desert world that's been frosted over for some mysterious reason. We know that Bowser is somehow involved with that.
Yeah, and Nintendo, no shade, really quickly, Nintendo has a fascination with sombreros, because didn't Paper Mario have sombrero shy guy?
I think it's because they said that the reason why is they took a whole world trip for this whole Mario Odyssey game. They took a whole trip around the world to go see different areas. So a lot of this is inspired by different regions of the world. So they said that the dude at one point, one of the dudes in the Mario hat was like, yeah, we visited Mexico and it was such a pretty place, and I think that people, it wasn't it's something that really fit into a Mario world but was just different enough that I figured we should incorporate it into Mario Odyssey, and lo and behold, that's what they did.
It makes sense. It really does make sense. So yeah, there's many different types of bosses, many different ways to play. It just looks really good, to be honest. When I saw it, when I first saw Super Mario Odyssey, I already knew it looked good. So I'm like, okay, there's no doubt this game looks good, but I want to see more. And they really showed a lot of it off. And I can't wait to get this game. This game looks like it's gonna be a freaking...
Sorry.
Just the fact that you can explore the many different areas. There's tons of different areas, and there's so many things you can explore. Mario can freaking capture a freaking flagpole and fling himself up. Mario can capture literally almost anything with his hat. He can capture inanimate objects and just possess it. You could be literally a car.
That was my favorite. I can't wait to be a car.
You could be a car with a mustache and a hat. It's just the coolest thing. I think that's the best thing about it, really.
Yeah.
So I just can't wait to explore the many different areas, and of course, I know Soul's excited to go back to his hometown, New Donk City.
That's not where I'm from.
That is exactly where Soul's from.
I'll pass.
Soul was born in Soul was born in North Donk, Alina.
On Cranky Avenue.
Cranky Avenue. And then, growing up, he moved to New Donk City, on Dixie Street. And so ever since, it's just been, you know, all about that Donkey Kong, about that DK.
No, I don't remember that.
You don't remember? Of course you don't remember that. Of course you don't remember.
No, I don't know who's Donkey Kong. Is he in this game? Is Donkey Kong in this game?
Do I need to remind you who Donkey Kong is?
I don't remember. Wait, is Donkey Kong in Super Mario Odyssey? Stop. Why do you have that readily available?
Oh, it's like old times. Soul's like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, you just got blocked.
I got blocked. Oh, Soul, are you there? I can't hear. What? I got blocked. Oh my gosh. Anyway, back to Super Mario Odyssey. We went on a tangent because of Donkey Kong. Mm-hmm. Rightfully so.
We got well, that was mainly the main reveal, like what Cappy actually is there for, and that we know who the villains are, the Brutals.
Yeah, and we got to see Bowser in a wedding. His little wedding.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
I think they look the Mario
and they're
Bowser.
Dressed up in their wedding outfits.
They look so adorable. I like that. They look really adorable. What else can I say about it? Really, I mean, this game just looks good. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about it so far at all. Like, it looks so interesting to me. And also, we got to see Mayor Pauline.
Yeah, she's back.
Pauline is back, and this is like the first game Pauline is in with. She's in a main Mario game, and also she's in this game with Peach. That's the first time Pauline and Peach are both in the same game. And I was talking to my brother about this, really, and it's kind of silly to talk about this, but I just want to mention, you know, I feel like this game can really open up a whole new world for Pauline to be in Mario games. Well, maybe. I know it's kind of silly to be like, oh, well,
she might get the Rosalina treatment, is what you're thinking, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you know, yeah, it's just sport games, so who really cares? But like, I just think that that's an opportunity to add her in those types of games, because, you know, I feel like this game really can just open up all those barriers for her. Mm-hmm. You know, because, you know, look at Rosalina. Like, what? We got Rosalina in, like, Galaxy, and, like, ever since then, like, what, they added her in Mario Kart Wii, which that was a shock. I remember back then I was like, what? Mario Kart Wii? Really? And then they added her in, like, these sports games, Mario Party, Super Mario 3D World, Smash Brothers. Like, they added her in everything. So I really feel like this can open up things for Pauline, and I'm excited. She's a mayor, and she's also a musician. She can sing.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like implied, like she's the person who sings that song in the trailer. Like it's supposed to be like, oh, it's like Pauline singing it.
Oh my god!
Because she's like at one point they have her on some rooftop with the band and they're playing that song.
She's your
and it's like a jazz band.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the genre fits her as well. So I'm really, I just feel like this game, just everything looks right. Everything is looking right so far, and
comes out. When's it come out?
It comes out in October, I believe. October...
Sorry, I was just wondering.
October 27th. That's when it comes out. This year, not next year. So, I'm excited for that. And yeah, that's all the games, really. Wow. We went through all the games. So let me ask you this really quickly.
No.
Well, I don't care. I'm going to ask it. What are your overall thoughts on this E3? Was it a good year for Nintendo? Bad year? What's your thoughts?
I mean, I liked it. I think it was better than last year's, only because I really do like Breath of the Wild and stuff, but I didn't really care that much about Breath of the Wild, and at that time anyway. I mean, I really do like it now, but I'm not buying the DLC, at least the one coming out, so I'm okay with Breath of the Wild, but I did like that all the games they showed off, they showed off a lot of things. They had the Metroid reveal, which was a really big deal.
Yes.
Super Mario Odyssey looked really good.
Yeah.
And they revealed some pretty cool games coming up for their future. Like, I am actually pretty excited with Kirby. That's mainly the 2008 game that I care about, because the other games are like Metroid Prime and what's that other game? Xenoblade. And then I think there's one more that comes, Yoshi. And I don't really care about those.
Right. And of course, you're excited for Metroid Samus Returns.
That comes out this year.
Right. Exactly. So, I think overall this was a good year for Nintendo. You know, I think also the most important thing about any E3 is don't come in with high expectations.
Exactly.
Because I feel like that's why every time people get disappointed, because you come in and you're just like, oh my god, they're going to put the best games out, they're going to put this, they're going to put Smash Brothers, Switch version.
People were seriously considering Smash Brothers coming out. Like, I was like, they're not revealing Smash Brothers.
I didn't think so.
No way they're revealing Smash Brothers.
I didn't think they would, and I'm kind of glad they didn't, because let me say this. I feel like if they revealed Smash Brothers, it would have overshadowed everything.
Metroid especially.
Exactly. I do feel like they're going to put Smash Brothers on the Switch. I really feel like they're going to do that, but I don't think it's going to happen now, and I think that's a good thing it's not happening now, because it would overshadow it, because people love Smash Brothers. And really, it wouldn't take much for people to be excited about it, because all you got to do is just freaking add like a couple characters, add a couple new stages, and people will go crazy about it. Smash Bros. For Switch, oh my god, new characters. That's all it takes. So I'm glad they didn't reveal it, because I didn't want it to overshadow anything. Because
Smash Bros. Is I don't think they revealed any other major games when Smash Bros. Was actually, the trailer for Smash Bros. Was actually revealed.
Yes.
With Mega Man and stuff. I don't think there was any big games that E3. Because why would they? They were like...
I think there was Splatoon.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
Splatoon.
Was that?
Which Splatoon was kind of overshadowed by Smash Brothers, right? Because what were we talking about? We were talking about Smash Brothers.
I didn't even know what Splatoon was that year. I was so confused on what it was.
Exactly. So they made a good decision not having it. So I really hope people like don't complain so much about it, because I did see people complaining like, "Oh, where's the Smash Brothers? Where's the Smash Brothers?" You know, you can't be disappointed. Like I said, if you don't come in with high expectations, anything will be a surprise to you. Anything will be good. Now, one thing I'll say is I'm not a freaking blind Nintendo fanboy who just praises everything Nintendo does. I genuinely thought like this was a good year for them. I thought there were some good things revealed. So I just can't wait to play those games, and yeah, that's pretty much what I got to say about it. You know, I'm also glad they had, for people who were at E3, they were able to play more games than just Zelda. Like, remember last year where it was, like, just Zelda?
It was just Zelda.
That's the only thing you could play. Like, you can't play anything else, just Zelda. You could take pictures at, like, these little booths, at, like, Nintendo booths, but that's it, just Zelda. So, I'm glad they did more than just Zelda. Thank you.
I'm excited for Splatoon. But they only did, like, they had a few things with it. I'm really excited for Splatoon, though, so that's the only game I care about, like, right now. I'm playing ARMS right now, but Splatoon is... I am so excited for Splatoon.
I'm excited for Splatoon
I'm about to kick butt. Like, I was pretty good at Splatoon originally, and, like, now it's on Switch. I'm not sure how it's gonna work with, like, motion controls or whatever, because Splatoon is motion controlled. I feel like people don't actually remember that, but it is motion controlled.
Yes.
So...
I can't wait to kick your butt in Splatoon 2.
Implying that you would.
Well, there's a history. Just look at Splatoon.
A history of me beating you. Literally. Like, that's not even, like, me, like, trying to be shady. No, there's a history of me beating you and a history of you dropping out. Not on purpose.
What?
Because of internet.
Hey,
because of internet.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Don't you dare say something as shady as that, alright? Because my internet was bad back then.
It was bad back then.
My internet's good now, so don't be throwing shade at me, alright? My internet
I'm just
is
saying,
wired.
I remember the history.
Okay.
You're like, you better know your history.
Well, it's time to open up a new history, alright? It's time to open up a new history.
Oh yeah, you're trying to pretend like... He's trying to cover up his mistakes.
Okay, whatever. Okay, anyway. Before we end this off, let's quickly go over what we're going to buy. So I'm just going to quickly go over all the games again and just going to say yes or no to buying it, okay? Xenoblade Chronicles, no.
No.
Kirby for Nintendo Switch.
Probably.
Yes, for me. Pokken Tournament Deluxe.
No.
No. Metroid Prime 4. Yes.
Maybe. I really don't know.
Metroid Samus Returns. Yes.
Definitely. I'm definitely buying that game.
Yes, yes. Yoshi for Nintendo Switch.
No.
Maybe. It's a maybe for me. Fire Emblem Warriors. No. Skyrim.
No.
Yes. Just kidding.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna get it. No. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild expansion pass.
Not the first one. The second one I'm gonna buy.
Okay, he's gonna get that. I'm not gonna get it. Are you gonna buy the amiibos? Yes or no?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm buying those amiibo. I'm buying the Super Mario Odyssey ones. I'm buying the new Splatoon ones, and I'm buying the new or the what are they called? The ones you just talked about. The Zelda ones. Jeez, I can't think.
Yes. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
No, at least not now. I mean, I'll buy it used. Once it comes out, once I see it used, because it will be used copies. Trust and believe.
No, like I said, if you want to buy it for me, you can buy it for me, and I'd appreciate it.
No, I think
not
I'm good.
You. I'm talking about the listeners. You little freaking person.
I know, but I just think I'm good.
Well, you're not good. I'm good. Rocket League.
No.
Yes.
Are you gonna buy it?
I'm gonna buy it. Like I said, I want to play.
Oh yeah, because it is cross-platforms. You can play with like a Z. That is really cool.
I can still play.
I didn't put that together.
Yeah, I can still play with them just on my Switch. So I think I'm definitely gonna get it. And the last one, Super Mario Odyssey.
Definitely, I'm buying that.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Definitely.
Are you gonna buy? Sure. Wait, you forgot Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Oh my god, my bad. Are you gonna buy Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon?
Yeah.
Which one?
Ultra Moon.
Same here.
Because I got Moon.
I'm gonna buy Ultra Moon as well. And then Pokemon Gold and Silver. Would you get it in the future?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I like Heart Gold and Soul Silver. What if they made? Could they just make a remake of Crystal like they did for Heart Gold and Soul Silver? Because I would die.
I would die too. That would be
literally what, like the Spirit best. Crystal or something.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver did amazing. But if you were to buy it, I'm not saying you're going to, but if you were, which one would you get, Gold or Silver?
Well, I got Heart Gold, so probably Gold.
All right,
It just makes sense. I like sticking to a pattern. Like the only time I've ever broken it was I got the original Ruby, but I got Alpha Sapphire instead of Omega Ruby because I like Kyogre more.
Right, I like Kyogre better than Groudon. Anyway, because Kyogre beats Groudon. Okay,
well,
all right.
Not with their whatever.
Not with what?
Not with their what are they called? Omega forms? Their Alpha forms?
Okay.
The primal forms.
Yes.
Because Groudon's ability makes him immune to water.
That's true, and that's not fair, but it's true. All right, now that is it for this whole entire little chat that me and Sol have had. So I think it's pretty safe to say that we did enjoy this year V3. It was better than last year, and yeah, we just can't wait for the games. So any like final words you want to say?
Don't mess up Metroid.
Don't mess
Prime,
up Metroid,
please.
Yes, make it good. Don't you dare make it like Federation Force.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna. I don't even think that makes sense making it like Federation Force, but
they would try to spite me just for me saying that.
They're gonna spite you.
Yeah, and they would make it like Federation Force.
They're gonna be like, all right, it's like here, SpiderStaryu, we got a special game. They're gonna like come into your house and be like, you've won.
We would like to play.
We would like you to play.
And then it's like Metroid Prime 4, and it's literally just like Federation Force.
Like
little characters, little Samus.
Oh, this is the reveal. This is the hidden reveal. They haven't gotten to it yet, but it's gonna be. It's just Metroid Prime 4. It's Metroid Prime 4 Federation Force.
Exactly.
Please.
Federation Force, and then it's like the blast ball. That's literally the whole entire game.
It is all we want. Nintendo. This is what we want. Listen to your fans.
Exactly. We want another Federation Force. Come on.
Come on. The market is available.
Exactly. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Sol, for joining me. Let me just quickly put my things out there. I'm SpiderStaryu on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Nintendo Network. Anyone uses the Miiverse anymore. Google Plus and Instagram. All of it is SpiderStaryu. So if you guys want to follow me on those sites, it's all in the description below. And Sol, you're not really on anything, are you?
Nope, not with this anyway. I'm online, but that's a different section.
Sol's not around. If you want to speak to him, just ask me, and I'll just tell him to say something to you.
HMU, HMU, hit me up.
Yeah, there you go. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I would love to have you on again for
anytime.
Spider Chat. Oh yes, I clearly knew the name from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems. I didn't have any problems deciding a name. Are you kidding? All right, but thank you guys so much for watching this, and yeah, goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
And now I'll let you go with this classic piece of gaming music. Now, to celebrate 2 brand new awesome Metroid games coming out very soon, I'll play a Metroid track. This is Kraid's Lair from the first Metroid game on the NES. Enjoy!